Tennessee with a lead, 60-37 here at halftime over the Chattanooga Mocs, and a very impressive first half performance by the Tennessee Volunteers. But you play two halves in basketball, and the Mocs have a very good, experienced team. They could come back. We'll talk about that later. We had a chance prior to the start of tonight's game to talk with basketball coach Bruce Pearl of the Vols. It's always great to talk to Bruce, who talked about the start of his fourth season here at Tennessee.
Fourth season as the head coach at the University of Tennessee. You have a lot of points, a lot of offensive production to replace from last year, but you got a lot of great athletes on the squad.
We do, Randy. 4 guards gone and 5 out of our top 9, and so there'll be a brand new backcourt out there. Bobby Mays, a junior college transfer, and 2 true freshmen going up against these 5 seniors from Chattanooga.
How tough was it to lose a player like Daniel West, who you had counted on to come in and help you at the point, but he's academically ineligible?
Yeah, it's difficult. And feel badly for Daniel, too, because we were counting on him, and we thought he had it all cleared and everything was fine. So disappointing, but it's something that this basketball team, still should be able to survive.
You lose Chris Lofton, Juwan Smith, but you do have a guy named Tyler Smith, who's one of the best all-around players I've seen in years.
I think normally when you graduate, 80% of your three-point shooting and 60% of your scoring, it's a step-back year. But because Tyler Smith returns, J.P. Prince, Wayne Chisholm, we've got some foundation that's coming back, along with a talented recruiting class. I think that gives us hope that we could become a good basketball team. We're not right now because we've got so many new pieces of the puzzle. We've had so many injuries, suspensions, eligibility issues, that it's been kind of a challenging preseason to get my basketball team ready to play.
Let's talk a little bit about a couple of the newcomers. Scotty Hobson, Ronaldo Woolridge, great talents, just super athletes.
Very good. Scotty, probably a natural position to come in and fill with Chris. Ronaldo Woolridge, a big guy that can shoot the basketball. Is he a 3-man? Is he a small forward? Can he guard Gaffney tonight? Can he guard the guards that he's going to have to face sometimes? Offensively, he'll be fine. And, of course, you did mention Bobby Mays. He would be our brand new point guard. Got a real good basketball IQ, and I feel like he's done a really nice job so far, passing first, setting his teammates up, and yet you still have to guard him a little bit from the three-point line.
Yeah. You're playing Chattanooga tonight. You've got UT Martin on Tuesday night here. You're playing at Middle Tennessee next Friday. Boy, you're really taking this playing the in-state schools seriously, and a lot of people are happy to see that.
Well, you got to back it up. If I'm going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk, and you got to go play them at Middle sometimes, and you got to do things like that, and or like we played down at Chattanooga last year. And if certainly these teams all have so much more to game than if you bring in somebody from Louisiana or South Carolina. There's not that rivalry. These kids are watching Tennessee basketball all the time. They're tired of hearing about Tennessee basketball, but it's just flat out the right thing to do. The other common denominator is all 3 of those teams are picked to win their league. And so the state of basketball in the state of Tennessee is very, very good at all levels.
All right, that's Coach Bruce Pearl. Our halftime interview. We'll be back with more from Thompson Bowling Arena as Tennessee has a 23-point lead over Chattanooga.
What do you think?
We're here at halftime. Tennessee by 23 over Chattanooga. Let's revisit our interview with Tennessee head coach Bruce Pearl.
You play a really tough preseason, a pre-conference schedule in the early part of the year. You've got Gonzaga later in the year. You've got Marquette. You've got who else? Siena, Memphis.
Temple,
yeah.
Siena. Yeah, it's crazy. But look, we didn't wait for the program to become a top 20 program before we scheduled it that way. And last year we had the toughest schedule in the country. This year we by far have the toughest schedule in the country. And for me to be able to recruit and for us to be able to, continue to grow and develop the program, bring television here, we've got to play that kind of schedule. It may, there may be a season where it takes its toll on the head coach's record. I always tell people, who does your scheduling? I said, it's my associate head coach, Tony Jones. He wants my job.
We talk a lot about the pressure of coaching and the things that you really don't get a good grasp of unless you're around a lot of coaches. But you have taken this program to unbelievable heights. One interesting statistic that I want to bring up is the fact that your program has improved attendance by 8,000 in your first 3 years.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. That's more than a lot of schools draw.
Well, that's more, Randy, a statement of the fans. That's more a statement of the passion of the Tennessee Vol fans and how much they love basketball. I mean, Pat Summitt proved that for years with the Lady Vols, and they love their basketball in Tennessee. Coach Mears proved it. Don DeVoe proved it. And so what we're doing is just sort of rekindling that spirit a little bit, and obviously we've been the beneficiary.
Now, do you have anything planned with Coach Summitt this year? I know a couple of years ago you took off your shirt, went to the cheerleader, the group
And on
over there.
behalf of all middle-aged men in America, I apologize. It was not a good look. It's not going to happen again. You know, I'm going to support Pat any way, shape, or form I can. And, you know, it's about school spirit. And being there, they raised the banner today, her 8th national championship. There's like no room up there for any, you know, they'll make room for more. But, I mean, where do you keep putting them all?